How much do you think an everyday, average Joe, middle class man should be spending on a date? Tell me the minimum and then tell me how much is too much.
What's the most a man should spend on a first date?
I feel like if I'm gonna get ready and I'm gonna use all my products to come out with you, I need like a minimum of $200. A minimum, and that's like being nice.
And what does a man get in return for that?
My presence.
So we look at this situation and we say, okay, she's expecting a man to at least spend $200 on the date. If he's getting the bill, how would you even know how much he spent on it? Now, I do know that some women probably could judge by the place that you're going to. 9 times out of 10, you've probably already been there before with another guy. So you know the menu, right? Secondly, I know we look at $200 as you know, it's $200. Now, I personally never really spent $200 on a date, not in one spot, right? If I spent $200 on a date, it was multiple locations. It was a multiple thing. It wasn't just dinner. I think sometimes we get caught up in thinking that dates are only dinners. You can easily spend $200 on a date, just to be honest with you. I'm gonna be totally honest. You can easily spend $200 on a date. Here's the thing. I have to like you to spend money on you. Before I even ask you out on a date, there has to be a series of conversations that we have before we even get to that point. Like nowadays, it just seems like people just get a number one day and then the next day you're out on a date. Nowadays, people don't even take the proper time to vet and converse with a person before they attempt the date. Fellas, one way you can find out if she's interested in you or not, if you get a number, it's the amount of time you guys converse, the type of conversations you guys have. If you get a girl number and she's asking you, I guess within a week's time at least, when are you gonna take me out? I personally need a week to even find out if I wanna take you out. I need a week's worth of conversation before I even attempt to ask you out on a date. And what a lot of women don't understand is the more you seem interested in that guy and the more you show him your interest. Now, I ain't saying, stalk him and you got to be, as clingy and all up on him and stuff, but just show mutual interest in things that he likes or just getting to know him. Because a lot of people make this getting to know process more like you just getting to know her. No, she's supposed to get to know you too. So what women don't understand is the more you actually try to get to know the man and he feels that it's mutual and it's genuine, trust and believe he will spend money on you. Some of y'all just don't know how to get men to spend money on you. And it's very simple. It's showing that you're not selfish. A lot of men don't spend money on women because they come off selfish, they come off entitled. Now you do have those guys who spend money because they feel like they spend money on you, they get to smash, or they're entitled to your body, which is some lame shit in a way. You got those guys out there. But that's not the majority of guys. The majority of men, they like to know that a woman is not using them for what they have. They're actually interested in them as a person. That's the thing with men. Men want to feel like the woman that he's interested in, that he wants to invest whatever in, is actually invested in him too. And this is where a lot of women go wrong, because women are so invested in themselves, they don't even think about the man. They gain this sense of entitlement and thinking that men are just supposed to automatically invest in you. And that's just not how it works. Yes, you may have your own money, so you may not need his money. But I know a lot of you women who actually have money aren't turning down his money too.
But aren't you having his presence within you already?
I hear you, but no.
Also this, to think that you just showing up on a date and your presence is enough to bring to the date, this is already not even going in the way it should be going. Like, who are women to feel like your presence is enough to bring to the date? Because if I'm not mistaken, he's present as well. His presence should be the same or be weighed the same as your presence. It's the sense of entitlement.
No. I mean, like, I'm here to get to know you. I'm here to get to know you. You invited me out.
But he has to drop $200.
Yeah.
If you're here to get to know the guy, then get to know the guy. You can't assume that you're getting to know a person off of how much he spends on you. If your purpose for this date is to get to know the guy and for the guy to get to know you as a woman, what he spends on the date should not matter. Why are we over here pocket watching? You should be so invested into the conversation, the activities, that you shouldn't even be worrying about his wallet, his account.
Minimum. Yeah. Because
just because you have to do your makeup?
Because I have to.
Called her.
Okay, so we're gonna do the math. My moisturizer is $400. My eye cream is $300. My serum is like another $300. My makeup, not included. So if I have to spend, that's my money. I'm spending my money on these products. I'm going to use these products.
What are you using them for, though?
For myself.
Okay.
But I'm going to use these products and I'm going to show up because it's not like I'm going to show up in sweats.
The man doesn't know.
So here's the thing, adding up what she just calculated, she spends over $1,000 on her look. So you're trying to equate that you spend that much money on makeup to how much he should spend on a date, $200. And he just asked you, who was the makeup for? It's for you. It would have been different if he asked her, well, who was the makeup for? And she said, to look good for you. This is when you're talking so fast you don't know what you're saying. You're using that money, your money, to buy makeup for you. Has nothing to do with the man. I guarantee you when he set this date up, he didn't say, hey, I'm taking you out on a date. I want you to put your best makeup on. Women like this only go on certain type of dates, right? She doesn't look like your average date, everyday woman. She looks like she's probably around for the high value man who, those high value men are gonna take you to these fancy restaurants. So in her book, she has to keep that up. Versus, she could get with an average Joe guy and he may be cool, like, yo, just throw some sweatpants on. We just going out to the chicken wing spot. We gonna, get some hot wings. But she has that look as if she's trying to catch a certain type of high value man. $200 may be nothing for them. To the average Joe person like myself, I'm not gonna say 200 is nothing, but I'm gonna scratch that 200. We're going to a couple different places, a couple of different activities for $200, $250, $300. If I got to spend that much, but for me to spend that much on you, I got to like you. I gotta know that you're not just in it for a good time because you're bored. I gotta know that I'm not the food guy. Men have these things in their mind when they see women saying how much he's supposed to spend on a date. A person who's interested in you and don't care about your money is gonna tell you, you know what? I don't care what you spend on the day. We ain't really gotta do nothing big. Let's just hang out. As long as I'm around you, that's really all that matters. And that's not saying that, she has low standards or anything. It's just that you got some down to earth people like that who just, the vibe is just there and you don't really care about, what they do. There's a ton of successful women that like average everyday activities. Just because you make money and you live a certain lifestyle does not exempt you from liking a chicken wing spot. Don't let internet fool you into thinking that every type of woman is like this. There's a lot of amazing women that like average things.
Know you anything if you're just getting to know each other.
If you're inviting me out, you owe me a date.
Men, when we invite women out, we owe them safety, we owe them a great time, we owe them our attention. That's it. No man wants to feel like you're just doing him a favor by going out with him. So fellas, when you come across these women that make you feel like they just doing you a favor, get out of there. It's no point. The date is over. Ladies, if it's a certain thing that you want from men, or if you want anything from men, you have to show that you're interested in that person. Showing your interest will get you a long way. And maybe I'm just speaking for myself, and I like to always speak for myself. I've always been the type of person that if I felt like she was showing me genuine interest, I'd get her wherever she want. We can go wherever you want to go. I'm not worried about the price of anything. If I get the feeling you just only there because you're bored, you're hungry, you just want to get out of the house, you just need something to do, it's probably gonna be one of those situations where I go to the bathroom and I escape. I've never done it, thank God, because a person like me, I just have personality. I mean, it's just, any woman I've ever been out with, we done like bare minimum type stuff and they loved it. That's just like when women say, I gotta have a guy that's 6 feet plus, whatever. Dog, I'm 5'7", 5'8". Never been turned down for my height. I've dated taller women, which I like. I like these tall girls. Never been turned down for my height. If you can make a woman laugh, and if you got a great personality, if you can show her some shit different that she's never, experienced with other guys in a positive way, don't believe the hype. Even the hardest chick who's stuck on a certain type of man, you just gotta know how to talk to women. I ain't never simped out for a woman. I ain't never had to fake the funk for no woman. I've always just been genuinely me, and I'm just a cool laid back guy. She can say all this that she's saying in this video, and a lot of women can say all these things they say. They gotta have certain dates with her. Don't believe it, because a lot of these girls who say they not dating guys who go half on the bills on them, they're dating men who don't even pay bills in their house, period. But that's all I got for this video. Y'all let me know. How much do you think an everyday, average Joe, middle class man should be spending on a date? Tell me the minimum and then tell me how much is too much. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. If you got this far in the video, you might as well like this video. You might as well comment down below. Let me know what you think. And better yet, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And if all has been said, I hope you guys stay safe, stay cool, love yourself, love each other. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.